Hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today I'm working on my Margarete Miller collage pages. So I've got lots of bits and pieces prepped for, what was that? Oh, that's 13, 14. So we must be on 15. So here we go. Let's tear that out. So 15, something with fins. Well, I remembered that last year I downloaded this 5 digital item swap from Louise Heinzel. So, and I knew there was fish on there. So we got something with fins. A person, well, I've got these Tim Holtz people. They're in groups, but we can easily cut one off. A triangle. Now, I've got this floral craft card, which I thought is, you know, the colour match for these things. So I'm going to cut some strips and make an open triangle there. I'll show you what I mean. Game pieces. Well, in here, I've got these, they're not true game pieces, but they're replicas of like Scrabble pieces. So I thought we could use some of those. And or I've got an embossing envelope for a bingo card. So that's part of the game. So we could maybe use that. And I've also got an embossing folder for playing cards. So we could maybe use those. Something with a date. Well, I've got this page out of that calendar box, so I've got a date there. So there's all my bits and pieces. Here's my book. Let's see if we can't get started. Now, I've got to be honest, though, as much as I've got them pieces and the idea for the open triangle, I don't really know what else I want to do. Let's turn you straight for a change and turn my chair around a little bit and see if we can't do some straight work. Now, having printed out these bits from Louisa, I thought it might be nice to build these into our background so they could be the edges. That one's obviously smaller, but we've also got our date. And oddly, I know the shoe is not part of what we need to use, but the date is on the shoe. So I'm thinking I'll tear off the date so that we've got that bit correct, and we could use that probably on this side because that's lighter. But then I'm wondering whether we could do something a bit weird, like have the fish coming out of the shoe. I don't know if I want to fussy cut the shoe. Yeah, let's try and fussy cut the shoe. I don't know if this is going to work. These scissors are all gummed up with glue. They need cleaning, but hey ho. So anyway, how is everybody? What have you all been up to? It's Thursday, so we've almost forgotten that we had a big bank holiday weekend, haven't we? But here we are, it's almost the weekend again, so being a 4-day week, it's flown by, hasn't it? Right. So, I'm thinking, I don't know if you saw the collage pages that I did last year, but I actually did one where there was a straw hat on a chair, and we had a head coming out of it. And I'm thinking this might work in a similar way. So when we've got it cut out, we'll have a little look and a little play and see if that might work or not. So because I want to do the open triangle, and I'm thinking I might put the person coming out of the open triangle, sort of makes sense that we've got the fish coming out of the shoe. Hey diddle diddle. Oh dear. Oh dear. See, and that fits great with that colour. So I want to find my craft knife, and I want to make a hole here. So just on the inside of that outer side of the shoe, if that makes sense. We got, what have I missed? I've missed a bit in the middle. Right, so now we've got this hole, yeah, and I don't know exactly how big it needs to be because of the fish. So let's cut out this fish and see where we go. So he's got some pretty big gnashes going on there. Don't know what type of fish it is. I'm not very aquatic minded. So but it is definitely a fish. It's got fins, and that is the requirement. I'm beginning to wonder if it's a real fish or an art fish, but it's a fish. It's got some weird patterning on it, in my opinion, in order for it to be a real fish. But it may well be, who knows? Nature's got some odd stuff going on, isn't it? And it's almost like a bird there. I'm definitely thinking this is much more of an art thing. Look, that's like a bird's beak there. But anyway, I've chosen it now, so okay. Now, how big is this hole? It needs to be oh, postman's arrived. It needs, I hope Bee's not going to start barking. She shouldn't do because she's upstairs. Needs to be bigger. Right, because it's quite a chunky bellied fish, isn't it? So let's open that up, poke that back through there. There we go. And we've got this fish on the shoe. Bit crazy, I know, but here you go, having one of those days. And I quite like that it's tucked through the shoe. So that can sit over there. And we've definitely got a fish. Shoe that we didn't need, but we've got a fish. Okay. What else do we need? Oh, we need to make this triangle. So, for the triangle, what I thought I would do is, I'll take my metal ruler and my blade. I'm going to do 1/2 centimetre. Not 1/2 centimetre, 1/2 inch strips. So we'll do 1, and then we'll do 2, and then we'll do 3, because it's got 3 sides, isn't it, a triangle? So we've got 3 of them like that. And get rid of this before I take a finger off or something. And then what I'm thinking is, if I do this, that gives me an open triangle, doesn't it? I think I want it a bit bigger than that. Like that. So, let's put a bit of glue on there. Glue that down. So, bit of glue on there, and then glue that like that, and then we'll have, because I want it to go in and out as it were, so glue there. No, that's wrong. It's wrong, isn't it? Glue there, so that goes under, and then glue there. Whoops. So it goes like that, and that gives me an open triangle. Yeah, so then if we trim this off, so that's going to go there and there. There's my open triangle. Oops. And that's going to sit on there, something like that. And then if we pull out our people, I know there's one in here that I have already cut into a single. Oh look, there he is. Now he's sitting down, so we could sit him down. See, that's why I wanted it opened, an open triangle, because I wanted to poke him through, poke the person through. But we can't see his face, so perhaps he's not going to work, even though he's already been cut into a single. And it definitely says person, yeah. Okay, let's have a little look. No. Now we could easily use one of these little girls, because they're only joined by their dresses. So we could put her there quite easily. So trim her off, make them 3 into a 2. We can put the single boy back for a while, and we can put her in there, like, oh, that's better, that side. We can put her in there like that. So we've got 2 wacky things going on. Right, let's build our backgrounds. Now that we've got those, this I think is easy. I think this just goes straight on the edge like so. So I'm just going to glue this up, put it down in one piece. Okay. Obviously we're going to need a little bit of trimming on the bottom here. Not much, just a little bit. See, this is why my scissors are completely screwed up. So that's sitting there like that, and then obviously I'm going to cut out this bit because I don't want the writing.
Hello Carolyn, how are we doing?
That's hubby you can hear on the phone. So, you can now hear exactly what's going on in hubby's world. Sorry about that, but as I said before, we do both work from home. It's not the largest of houses, so we do tend to overlap noises, but fortunately, you know, it's an actual live conversation. There's no copyright or anything, so YouTube can't get cross. I'm going to put that right down to that bottom corner. We've got a little bit open at the top there, where, you know, it doesn't quite reach like the other one, but that's not a huge problem. We might, wherever it's gone, oh, this is ridiculous, there it is, we might add our date across there. And I think well, I was going to put the date over here, wasn't I? Hang on. I feel like these need... Do these need to go this side? So that could go up there like that. Okay, but we've got obviously all that space that we need to fill in. We've got our fish going on here. So this sits there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there and connect him to the shoe so that he doesn't move around anymore, now that we know exactly where exactly where we want that to go. So that, I believe, is going to sit there like that. Mingles the colour nicely. And then I'm going to look at these game pieces. So we've got the bingo card here. So let's tear this away. And then that way. I'm not worried about that being torn, that's fine. It's got the raggedy look about it anyway, hasn't it? So, and then that way. But I don't really want the words, so I'm going to pull that off, and that's given me that lovely raggedy pattern. That, I feel, is probably going to sit there, which could then sort of sit like that. we can rub some ink around that and put some brown into that cream. That's fine. And then this one, what have we got going on here with these playing cards? Now, we've got the king, although I feel like this is a lady's shoe, so maybe we should have a queen in there, not a king. So let's pull this up and see where we end up. Right. This is the Queen of Hearts, this one. So I think we'll put that there, like that. We'll get those two inked up, whoops, so that we can see where we're going. So let's do this Queen one, the one on the shoe page first. And let's just bring this down and around. So now we've got nice dark colour sitting there. Okay, and then we'll do the same to the bingo one. So what have you all been up to? Hey, you crafting away? Have you not had much chance to craft? So I think that page I really like. This one I feel like we're out of line here, so I'm wondering if this needs to go up more. We'll bring our shoe up to meet it, and then maybe this one, but I don't want that line, you see, that's, oh, so do we put, shall we put some of that on each page? So we put that over there like that. That goes up to the top. Although it is in line, which I said I didn't want, it's a different subject. So I think that doesn't matter. Also, we can make it a little bit less in line by angling it. And then if we reduce that down like so, and we put our girl that side, I want to get it so that, there you go, we put that there like that. It's a bit crooked, I want it straight. So if we put that there and that there, and then we could do our king on this side with our king there. I'm really messing around today, aren't I? Right, this one I feel happy with. So let's get this one glued down and stop fussing about, because that's just silly. Right, so we get this. We're going to come up there to meet the perforation line, because I'm not sure if I'm ever going to want to tear them off. So I don't want to overlap the perforation. And then I'm going to glue this one up. Oops, and try not to rip it. It's the only trouble when you use vintage book pages in embossing folders. It does emboss, you know, right through and make almost a perforation line. I'm going to put my shoe on top, and then I'm going to use some of my Scrabble pieces to go around and add more game, you know, because of the game piece prompt that's in it. So here's our wacky fish in a shoe. Okay, so then let's come over this side and do this one. Now I'm happy that this is going there, like so. And I need to work out where she goes. So do you know what? Triangle can go anyway, can't it? Let's be even wackier. And let's put her there. So we need a little bit of glue there, and we need a little bit of glue there. Now we can glue her and the frame, and also then by doing it that way we need the date line for her to stand on. So whoops, we push that down and that down and that down. Now the date, which is here, is her platform to stand on, isn't it? So do we bring that all the way there like that? Yep. I don't even know now if I want to use that king. There's the date. Let's put some ink on it and have a double check. Whoops. I've lost my glue page now. Or my messy page, whatever you want to call it. Right. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. I do believe I like it. It's always a problem for me, these things, because I find that I don't really decide whether I properly like it till I look at it again tomorrow. Because today, you know, I feel like I'm working on it. I'm much too close to it. I don't really see. It's when I come back tomorrow or when I look at it, you know, next week, getting ready to do a new one. Okay. So then I've just got some of these Scrabble pieces that I might want to use. So what have we got? As I say, they're faux Scrabble pieces. So we've got an F that can go there. We have got a giant E. Right, now the sun's out and the children are obviously on half term, so it sounds like there's football in the street now. We hear a lot of shouting and banging in a minute. And then I think we're going to have an O up here. Like so. So that's that page, and then let's just finish the other side. So I've got an R. And an L. Big one up there. And then I feel like I want one down here. Quite a big one. Oh, we've got an N that can go down here. And that can go in there quite straight. So there you go. Where's my... here. So, something with a fin, or fins, a person, a triangle, lots of game pieces, a date. Perfect. So, I'm just going to tear up my prompt sheet a little bit tighter. We'll get some ink round it, and then we will get it in the book. So, it's a very odd result today, I think. But then it was quite an interesting list of prompts, was it not? So we just run a bit of ink around here, and we need to decide where this is going, don't we? Well, actually, I should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Because we could have put it up there. I mean, we still can, but then it wouldn't have been so much of an issue that the Louisa tag wasn't tall enough. Didn't think about that. So there you go. We're now going to put that up there. So I'm going to put the glue across the top like so. And that's going up in that top corner. Ta-da! There we go. Week 15 in the bag. Stay safe. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a giggle along the way. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.